Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to another episode of Swing Trading Ideas Part 3. So today I found some deals in the stock market and I decided to build a swing trade positions, maybe even investing position because the stock that I tend to pick, they tend to do very well over a long period of time. That's why I'm very selective on the stock that I pick. And I follow these criteria right here. Like I said, I post this, I went over this in episode 1. If you haven't seen it, just check it out. Maybe it benefits you because let's go to the public account, or I call it YouTube account now, right? Because just set an example how I built this account up. So you can see this account I start pretty much exactly a year ago, and each month I put in a little bit of money to it. As you can see right here, that's the first thing I said right here, right? Deposit money into your account. Learn how to pay yourself first. Now, this is a pretty good principle that I learned several years ago when I started this financial journey. There's a quote that said, rich people pay themselves first, then pay the bills. Poor people pay the bill first, then invest what's left. It's normally nothing. That quote really got to me, and yeah, the rest is history, right? So we can see that this account so far the return is 35%. Now 35%, I don't know about you guys, but I'm very satisfied with 35% return in 1 year. Do that over and over and over and over and over and over again. You will build tremendous wealth and you'll be on your way to retire before age of 60. I guarantee you that. So let me go through this quick Dave Ramsey calculator real quick just to show you what I mean by that. So let's, for example, your age is 30 years old, right? And let's say you want to do this to 50 years old. Just an example, 20 years of doing this. So let's say that your account is, I don't know, 20,000 starting out. And each month you decide to put in 500, right? Now, 35% is kind of like to the extreme high, I think. If you can do it consecutively, let's make it reasonable. Let's make it 20% return. And you can see the number. It gets a little bit ridiculous, as you can see, right? Now just increase the number just by just a little bit, 5%. What do we get? Right? It gets ridiculous over 20 years of doing this. Now, I've been doing it for 6-7 years. My average return around 30% and above. Well, the best years is more than that, but the average around 35-36%. That's why you see this account right here that I recently built is 35% because I've been getting that percentage for over and over. How did I do it? I'm going to show you guys, right? So you can see right here, my win rate is very, very high for this strategy. I hardly take a loss, and if I do, it's only once in a while. So let's get straight into it. So the stock that I bought today, I'm going to go over one by one to show you guys my thought process. Remember, position sizing is very important. That's the key. Using margin is also another important factor. I think I covered this last video. If you guys decide to use margin, make sure to use 50% or less. Better off don't use it at all if you don't have to. Okay, so AMGN, the first one right here that I purchased. So I purchased at 2220.40. So let's go to AMGN real quick. So why did I purchase here? Well, first of all, AMGN, fundamentally, this stock is undervalued. That's the key. Undervalued. Check out its PE ratio. It's like around 13 PE ratio. The average all market right now, PE is above 25, even 30. So this stock is severely undervalued in the big picture. As you can see, the 10 years on the monthly chart, solid uptrend. Once in a while, it hit this green moving average right here, which is the monthly. Here's the monthly 50 EMA. So that tells me if this thing hits 210, 209, whatever around here, or whatever, near 200, I would definitely buy some more. So let's go to the daily. We can see the data, right? It's kind of oversold territory. RSI and stochastic is pretty low. Remember right here? Avoid stock that are far away from the 50 EMA with the RSI and stochastic above 60. Well, that fit the criteria, didn't it? That is why I decided to buy some shares of AMGN on 10 shares, not much, 10 shares, around 2,000 initial entry. Next stock, BMY, Bristol Myers. Again, this stock is severely undervalued in terms of fundamental. I love to pick fundamental company that's undervalued and swing trade with it because over the long run, you can't lose. That's why the success rate of this strategy is so high. I mean, right? Look at it. A little red day there, a tiny red day there, small red day here, small red day there, small red day there, small red day there. And overall, I can count more red candle than green candle. Do you agree? Right? There's a lot of little green candles, but those little green candles add up over time to the point where it's so far locking 8,000 for this small account, which is not so bad, right? Okay, so let's go Bristol Myers. Why did I buy it here? It's very simple. Stochastic and RSI is very low, right? It's below 30, right? Hence the criteria right here. On top of that, it lies right on the 200 moving average, which is the active key level of support. So I built a position right here on Bristol Myers. So I got in, let's see, what price did I got in? Right here, 64.28. Oops, so let's go 64.28, like down here at the bottom, kind of. Now this is in trade, that's why I only bought small size. I only bought 1,000, 1,200, 1,200, 1,300-ish, right? I could have bought more. Yes, I want to buy more if the stock goes down more than 10 or 15%. That is how I average my cost in when the stock goes against me. Next stock that I purchased, CCL. Damn, it's really laggy. Okay, CCL. CCL here, I see a pattern. So I began to build a small position on CCL because CCL is a little bit higher risk, but the reward I'm pretty sure is worth it. You can see the trend line right here, right? One right there, and one right here. Draw another one. The big picture is that I think this can go much higher, especially up here, the set 28, or even the 32, or even 34, because these are going to act as resistance. Stochastic, now this is the weekly, is slowly sloping up. Now, if this goes down, I would love to buy more in below 20. My other position, as you can see, CCL, I only used 2,200, which I still can add more. Next stock, DFS. This is Discovery Financial. Again, same strategy, right? Stochastic RSI is low, lands right on the 100 EMA. I would love to buy more if it falls below here or even to here. That's why I always give room for error. So 2,300 there. Next stock, Skyworks Solution. Again, it lands right on the 100 moving average. It tells you right here the color 150 moving average right here. So I'll begin to build a position right here. Now, if this ever get down to here, dude, I'd love to buy some more. Now, if it get down to here, like I did back here, hell yeah, I'll buy some more. So let's just go to the weekly, see what we can get. It would be nice to hit down here. Like I said, when I buy these stocks, I love it when it goes down. So I'm going to average my cost down because the big picture, I mean, look at the 10-year monthly. It's going up, right? Okay, so that's Skyworks. On top of that, Skyworks PE is pretty low. It's like around 20 right now, I think, 2021 PE. Next stock, THO. I think I cover this stock regularly on my channel because I tend to day trade this stock a lot. I also invest in this stock, by the way, and now I'm doing swing trade with it. So I bought some right here at 211, I think, right? Oh, sorry, 111. Yeah, 111.40, pretty much 111 and a half. So right here. So let's go to the weekly. Around the 100. It'd be great if we go down to here, but that's gonna be hard because you can see the stochastic is sloping up. So therefore, most likely it'll go up over time. Now the big time frame, this stock's doing pretty well, kind of. But it's okay. I think this stock can go above 120. It's just a matter of time because the fundamental of this company is purely undervalued. The PE I think is under 10 or something like that. Now, if you notice something here, all the stock that I picked today has something in common, except for CCL, that their fundamental is either a fair value or undervalued. Now, I do that for a reason, because to get a high success rate, like 90% and above, you have to be very selective on the stock that you trade, and that it is almost like guaranteed to go up. That's you know that's why my win rate for this trade is quite low, and sorry, the win rate is quite high, but the lose rate quite low. So yeah, and then you might notice something here. I don't have Visa, and the reason I just sold it. So let's go to Visa. I bought Visa. You watched my last video. I bought Visa at 223, right here. See how it bounced off the 200 moving average. So I sold it right around right here. So I'll buy it again if we decide to pull back a little bit, especially retest the 200 moving average. If not, right now it's not a bad time to buy Visa. Also, now you must remember Visa is a premium stock. The PE I think is like 40 or 35 and above. So you are paying a little bit of premium. But I'd rather buy it here than buy it up here, right? remember one of my criteria I wrote right here is avoid stocks that far away the 50 EMA. See, like right here, right? Every single time the stock moves away from the 50 EMA, I tend to not buy it. Now you can argue that, well, why not? Because it's on an up momentum. That is true. It's like buy a high price and sell a higher price, right? I like stock that has a pullback because if you look at the big picture, Visa does that, right? Up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, or impulse, retracement, impulse retracement. I like to buy retracement, in other words. So yeah, these are the new stocks I purchased. Now if you pay attention, I still have buying power left. I still have not used margin yet. If you calculate all these up, it's around 24, 25K. So therefore, I can add any of these stocks that's down. Like you can see right here, CBP, pretty much Campbell's soup. So CBP. I haven't added yet because I only down 6%. I don't want to buy it yet. I bought some at 46 up here. See the price right here, right? CBP, I purchased at 46. I bought this like a month ago, I think. Let me check. Yeah, damn, I bought like 3 months ago. Maybe might as well just collect the dividend, right? So the reason why I haven't purchased more because it's not down much. It's only down 6-7%. For this kind of stock, 6-7% is not much. I like to buy it or add more at least when it's down 15-20%. The more down the better because that way I can increase, my chances of making more profit. As you can see, it like to stay around, 48, 50 right here. So it's just a matter of time when this decide to climb back up. So yeah, these are the stocks I recently just purchased, but I also have other stocks I've been watching too. I want to share with you guys too, since we still have some time. For example, one of the stock is HII. I've been watching this, but haven't made a move yet. But it's getting rich, tempting. So you can see, right, I land right on the 200 moving average. This stock again is a pretty good stock. Again, this fundamental is pretty for me is pretty fair value or undervalue. So that HII. Another word is TMUS. Have not made a move yet, but it's getting really attractive. Right there, it lands right on the 200 moving average. It's still slightly expensive though, in terms of its fundamental. But right here is not a bad position to start a position, just in case it will go lower, which it could. I can see all these key levels below it. Stochastic is kind of oversold on the weekly chart, so would not be a bad idea to buy some around 120-ish. I'd rather buy a 120-ish than 140, 150 where it was, right? So now there's a little pullback. So that's TMS. Another one is LMNT that I have not purchased yet, but I want to. I'm getting ready to buy pretty soon. As you can see the weekly right here. Again, it wants to retest this 200 weekly EMA, which around 340. It did right here, and it did back here during the artificial corona crash. So I'm waiting for that, another $10 down. I would definitely build a position because overall, this stock, you cannot go wrong with this stock. Come on, man. Everybody knows this stock. Are you an engineer? You definitely got to know this stock. So it's pretty good for long-term investment also. I think this stock, in terms of fundamental, is way undervalued. This stock should be over $450 in terms of fair value, for my honest opinion. Another stock I'm watching is VFC. VFC recently just took a dive because one of the executives, I think, resigned or something like that, which is an opportunity. So yeah, it tanked right here on the day the announcement today continued to the downside, right? So I'm waiting for that, but now is not a bad time to start a position because we can see the big picture. This stock is not so bad. It's pretty good. Go to the 10-year. Look pretty decent. We better be hit down here though, but we will see. I mean, at the 50 EMA on the monthly chart, it's not a bad time either. You can see it hits several times right here, hits right here, hits right here, and now it's retested again. So this stock can easily go back to 90 over time. So let's go one last one that I see the pretty good potential. I would say SWK. I've been watching this for a couple days already. So the daily, right, is below the 200, which is pretty good. Today is a pretty big green candle. It looks like buyers are stepping in. Now if we go to the bigger time frame, we can see that it land right on the weekly 50 EMA. Let's go to the 10-year chart, uptrend or downtrend, moving sideways. We can clearly see it is an uptrend. So it would be better since it's already broke below this monthly 6 EMA. The next one is 18 EMA or 20 EMA right here on the monthly chart. Will be better by a 177 or maybe 180, another couple dollar down, which could happen over time since the stochastic is still sloping down on a monthly chart. So, yep, these are my ideas. Maybe would not be surprised by next week or so. I'm gonna build some of these positions and also might sell some of these positions too. Once I start seeing that pretty decent profit, like 2, 3, 4, 5% to the upside, I'll probably lock in some profit and then repeat the process over and over. And that's how I get this 35% return over time. And it's still growing. So maybe by the end of the year, hopefully be over 40% or even 45%. We have 3 more months to do it. I think I can gain 3 months for 10%. That would be awesome. Okay, see you in the next video.